There are places on this planet so extreme, so utterly alien, that they should, by all logic, be dead zones. Yet, life thrives there, a testament to nature's relentless will. But what if these last bastions of untouched wilderness are now revealing a truth far more disturbing than any monster or ancient secret? What if the deepest, darkest corners of our world are actually holding a mirror up to our own destructive legacy? At 11,000 meters below the surface of the Pacific, the pressure could crush a submarine like a soda can. Your lungs would collapse instantly, your bones would shatter, and the darkness would swallow you whole. This isn't some distant, uninhabitable planet. This is the Mariana Trench, Earth's ultimate abyss. For generations, we imagined it as a pristine, untouched frontier, a final mystery. But what we found down there isn't a monster, it's something far more unsettling. To understand why, we start with the impossible journey into the trench itself. If you like videos like this and want to see more, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Our journey begins where the sun dies, a rapid plunge through layers of ocean that each present their own impossible challenges, a descent that feels less like exploration and more like an invasion. From the familiar sunlit surface, teeming with life, we quickly pass the 200-meter mark where light fades to a ghostly twilight, then into the midnight zone at 1,000 meters, a realm of perpetual night. This isn't just a change in scenery, it's a fundamental shift in reality. The vibrant blues and greens of the surface give way to an oppressive, inky blackness, broken only by the bioluminescent flashes of creatures that have never known the sun. Here, the temperature drops dramatically, and the pressure begins its relentless assault, already enough to crush a human lung. It's a silent, crushing hand pushing back against any intrusion, a warning that we are entering a domain not meant for us. This escalating gauntlet of environmental hostility prepares us for the ultimate test, the Hadal Zone, a name derived from Hades, the Greek god of the underworld, and for good reason. At 6,000 meters, we enter the Hadal Zone, a series of deep-sea trenches that represent Earth's final, most extreme environments, a place where the rules of life as we know it are rewritten. The Challenger Deep, the Mariana Trench's lowest point, is so profound that if Mount Everest were placed inside, its peak would still be over 2 kilometers beneath the waves, swallowed whole by the abyss. To put that in perspective, imagine standing at the summit of Everest, then having another 2 kilometers of ocean piled on top of you. The sheer scale of this depth, combined with pressures equivalent to 1,100 times atmospheric pressure, imagine the weight of 50 jumbo jets concentrated on your body, makes life seem utterly impossible, a biological impossibility. The very molecules that make up living cells should be squeezed flat, proteins should unravel, and DNA should shatter under such an unimaginable load. Yet, against all odds, life doesn't just cling to existence here. It thrives, a testament to evolution's relentless ingenuity, but also a harbinger of a darker truth that would shake our assumptions. In this crushing, freezing darkness, life doesn't just survive. It flourishes in ways that defy our understanding of biology, like a secret society of engineers building life where it shouldn't exist. Extremophile microbes, the foundational architects of this ecosystem, don't rely on sunlight but on chemosynthesis, drawing energy from chemical reactions deep within the Earth's crust, a process alien to surface life. They feed on hydrogen sulfide and methane, chemicals that would be toxic to most organisms, transforming them into the building blocks of life. Their very existence is a paradox. Their enzymes and DNA are specifically adapted to function under pressures that would instantly obliterate any surface organism, their cellular structures built to withstand the impossible. These aren't just strange creatures, they are living proof that life finds a way, even in the most hostile environments, setting the stage for an even more astonishing discovery that would turn awe into unease. They are the ultimate survivors, holding secrets that could revolutionize medicine or even our understanding of life beyond Earth. But even these masters of adaptation would soon reveal a vulnerability we never expected. Among the most iconic residents of the Hadal Zone is a creature that looks like it was painted by a ghost, the Mariana snailfish, a living testament to nature's extreme engineering. Pseudoleparus swirei, found at over 8,000 meters, is the deepest living fish known, a translucent, scaleless marvel of adaptation, its body a delicate yet indestructible machine. Its biology is a masterpiece of engineering. Flexible cartilage bones that bend rather than break, a gel-like skin that allows water to pass through, equalizing pressure inside and out, and a complete lack of a swim bladder. The air-filled organ most fish use for buoyancy, which would explode at these depths. Instead, it relies on its gelatinous body and specialized proteins to maintain buoyancy. This creature, perfectly engineered for its extreme home, was once thought to exist in a world utterly separate from ours, a pristine bubble, until a shocking find revealed a disturbing, undeniable connection. It was a creature of pure deep-sea magic, until the magic was broken by something entirely human. Then came the amphipods, the scavengers of the deep, and with them, the first undeniable proof that our world had already reached theirs, a silent alarm bell ringing in the abyss. In 2014, a new species of amphipod was discovered in the Mariana Trench and named Erythrines plasticus because of what scientists found inside it, a grim prophetic label. These tiny, shrimp-like crustaceans, typically feeding on organic detritus that drifts down from above, were unknowingly consuming something far more sinister. Dissected specimens revealed microfibers of plastic, a man-made pollutant lodged in their digestive systems, 7,000 meters below the surface, a piece of our trash in a creature that had never seen the sun. Imagine that. A creature living in absolute darkness, under unimaginable pressure, its entire existence defined by a material invented by humans just a century ago. This wasn't just a scientific curiosity, it was a chilling message from the abyss, a prelude to an even more profound and widespread contamination, a signal that our reach was far greater than we imagined, extending even to the supposed sanctuary of the deep. The true scale of our impact became undeniably clear when explorer Victor Vescovo made his historic solo dive to the Challenger Deep, a journey into the unknown that revealed the all-too-familiar. In 2019, Vescovo spent 4 hours at the deepest point, observing the alien landscape, only to find something horrifyingly familiar, a plastic bag and candy wrappers. At 10,927 meters, he encountered not just the unique life of the trench, but undeniable proof of human trash at the very bottom of the world, a stark visual punch to the gut. This wasn't some accidental isolated piece of debris. It was a clear, unambiguous sign that our waste had conquered the last frontier. It made us question everything we thought we knew about the deep ocean's immunity. This wasn't an isolated incident. It was a stark visual confirmation of a much larger invisible threat that permeates the entire deep ocean, a silent invasion of our own making, proving that there truly is no away when we throw something away. Beyond the visible trash, a more insidious danger lurks, a chemical legacy from decades past that has found its way to the deepest parts of our planet, a ticking time bomb of toxicity. Studies revealed high concentrations of persistent organic pollutants, or POPs, like PCBs and PBDS in the trench's amphipods, chemicals designed to last. PCBs, or polychlorinated biphenyls, were once widely used in electrical equipment, coolants, and hydraulic fluids, while PBDES, polybrominated diphenyl ethers, were common flame retardants. Both were banned decades ago due to their extreme toxicity and persistence in the environment. Yet, here they were, in the deepest ocean, found at levels 50 times higher than in some of the most polluted rivers on Earth, an almost unbelievable concentration in such a remote place. How could this be? The question isn't just how they got there, but why the trench seems to be acting as a magnet for these deadly compounds, trapping them in a cycle of silent biological destruction, a loophole in nature's defense that we unwittingly exploited. The Mariana Trench isn't just a deep hole, it's a geological trap, a natural sink for everything that falls from above, including our toxic legacy, effectively becoming Earth's ultimate waste disposal site. The unique topography and immense depth of the trench cause organic matter, known as marine snow, the constant shower of dead plankton, fish scales, and other organic debris, to accumulate, carrying pollutants down with it, a relentless one-way conveyor belt to the bottom. These POPs, being hydrophobic, readily attach to organic particles, hitching a ride to the abyss. Once they reach the trench floor, they become embedded in the sediment and are ingested by the scavenging organisms. This process turns the trench into a slow-motion graveyard, where chemicals don't break down but concentrate, entering the food chain and accumulating in the creatures that call this place home, turning life itself into a toxic reservoir. The cold temperatures and extreme pressures slow down natural degradation processes, meaning these chemicals persist for far longer than they would on the surface. And it's not just industrial chemicals. Even elements we consider natural, like mercury, are now telling a disturbing story of human impact, a silent, pervasive contamination that reaches even the most fundamental building blocks of life. Even mercury, a naturally occurring element, has become a marker of our global reach, with human-derived forms polluting the deepest parts of the Pacific, a silent killer seeping into the food web. Research in 2020 found unequivocal evidence of human-sourced methylmercury, the most toxic form, in trench fauna, directly traced back to coal burning and industrial activities across the globe. Mercury, released into the atmosphere from industrial processes and fossil fuel combustion, travels globally before settling into the oceans. Once in the water, microorganisms convert inorganic mercury into methylmercury, a highly neurotoxic compound that bioaccumulates up the food chain. This mercury, released into the atmosphere, falls into the ocean as rain, enters the food web, and ultimately sinks. 11,000 meters, accumulating in deep-sea organisms, turning them into toxic time capsules. Some amphipods in the Mariana Trench were found to have methylmercury levels making up nearly 60% of their total mercury content, a shocking figure for creatures living in such a remote environment. This realization forces us to confront a chilling truth. There is no away when we throw something away. Every action on the surface has a consequence, even in the most remote, seemingly pristine corners of our world. Our industrial footprint is literally etched into the DNA of creatures living in perpetual darkness. It's a profound irony that we have better maps of Mars than we do of our own ocean floor, and more people have walked on the moon than visited the Challenger Deep, a testament to our misplaced priorities. Only 27 individuals have ever reached the bottom of the Mariana Trench, compared to 12 who have stepped on the lunar surface, highlighting our limited understanding of our own planet. We've poured billions into space exploration, gazing outwards, while neglecting the vast, mysterious world beneath our feet. This vast, unexplored frontier, once thought to be pristine, is now revealed to be a repository for our waste, contaminated before we even fully understood its delicate balance, a costly oversight. It's like discovering your own basement, which you thought was empty, is actually filled with all the junk you've ever thrown out, and then some. As new technologies promise to unlock the secrets of the deep faster than ever, with advanced AI mapping and autonomous submersibles, we face a critical choice. Will we explore responsibly, or will our exploitation outpace our understanding, leading to irreversible damage? The race is on, not just to discover, but to protect. Even as we grapple with the existing contamination, a new, potentially catastrophic threat looms on the horizon: deep-sea mining, promising to turn pristine ecosystems into industrial zones. Companies are eyeing these trenches for valuable minerals like cobalt and nickel, essential for modern technology, proposing massive mining operations that would scrape the ocean floor. These minerals are crucial for electric vehicle batteries and renewable energy technologies, creating a powerful economic incentive. However, the methods proposed involve massive seafloor crawling machines that would churn up vast plumes of sediment, smothering filter feeders and disrupting delicate ecosystems that have evolved over millennia in stable conditions. The disruption caused by these operations could irrevocably damage fragile ecosystems, releasing ancient carbon stores and further spreading pollutants in an environment we barely comprehend, a gamble with unknown stakes. We're talking about disturbing habitats that are home to unique, slow-growing species, many of which are still undiscovered. This isn't just about preserving a remote ecosystem. It's about understanding the delicate balance of our planet and the unforeseen consequences of disturbing its deepest, most vital systems, a potential ecological catastrophe that could ripple through the entire ocean. The deep ocean trenches, including the Mariana, act as crucial carbon sinks, absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, a vital service for our planet. Recent research suggests these trenches play a significant role in the global carbon cycle, trapping organic material and preventing its release back into the atmosphere. They are like the Earth's natural waste compactors, taking carbon out of circulation for geological timescales. However, with the accumulation of pollutants, these natural carbon traps are becoming compromised. The very processes that make them efficient carbon sinks also make them efficient pollutant traps. The introduction of persistent chemicals and microplastics could alter the microbial communities responsible for carbon sequestration, potentially impacting their ability to regulate climate and creating a planetary debt we may never repay. If these deep-sea ecosystems are disrupted, their capacity to store carbon could be diminished, exacerbating climate change. This adds another layer of complexity to our understanding of the trench, transforming it from a mere dumping ground into a critical yet vulnerable component of Earth's life support system, a system we are actively undermining. The story of the Mariana Trench is ultimately a reflection, a mirror held up to humanity, revealing not monsters, but our own indelible mark, a chilling self-portrait in the darkness. The Erythrines plasticus, a creature that evolved in isolation for millions of years, is now defined by a piece of our trash, a stark symbol of our global reach and unintended consequences. It's a tragic irony that the deepest, most remote place on Earth, a place we once thought immune to our influence, has become a testament to it. The most disturbing truth about the deepest place on Earth isn't its crushing pressure or eternal darkness, but the undeniable evidence that our actions have no true away, that every choice echoes even in the void. It forces us to confront the uncomfortable reality that our planet is a closed system, and every action, no matter how small or distant, has a consequence. So, what does this mean for us? And what future are we writing for the last true wilderness on our planet? The answer, like the trench itself, remains shrouded in a terrifying uncertainty, a question we must answer before it's too late. The abyss has spoken, and its message is clear. We are not separate from this world. We are inextricably linked, and its fate is our own. We have so many more stories to tell about the incredible mysteries that lie hidden within the darkest corners of our planet. And let us know in the comments, which deep-sea discovery do you find more disturbing? Is it the fact that plastic has reached the absolute bottom of the world, or the realization that our toxic chemicals are accumulating in creatures that have never seen the sun? Is it the sheer reach of our industrial footprint, or the fragile beauty of the life we're unknowingly endangering that haunts you more? We love hearing your thoughts and theories, so join the conversation below. We'll see you in the next one as we continue to explore the wonders and terrors of the deep. Let us know in the comments what video you want to see next, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.